Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome back to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and I thought I'd kind of change my background this time. For once, the fan up in the attic has not turned on, so I can actually kind of sit out here on the back deck and make this little video. With that said, I wanted to share a magical tip with you, something that I did recently that I feel helped me to get approved for my unemployment claim, for my application to unemployment. I actually just today I found out that I was approved. Yay! So I don't know if all of you have heard of the old sort of saying, one has an ace up their sleeve. Well, many of you probably have heard of that, and I kind of did this work sort of with that idea in mind, to have an ace up one's sleeve. So what I did for this particular spell working is I took the Ace of Spades out of a playing card deck. Playing card deck that was incomplete. I have one that I take cards out of periodically to do various magical workings, and it's not a complete deck because sometimes I use playing cards to create petitions, much like I did in this case. And so yeah, I took the Ace of Spades out of the playing card deck. In this case, my spell work was to be approved for my unemployment benefits claim, for them to say, yes, you are eligible to get benefits. So I wrote on the ace, my will, my ace, my spirit flame, I am approved to benefit claim. The first part I wrote on the top, the second part I wrote on the bottom, and this became my petition. My will, my ace, my spirit flame, I am approved to benefit claim, and this is the so-called ace up my sleeve. So then I decided to work with a St. Jude candle. And even before I created this petition, I had already started working with the St. Jude candle. St. Jude is the saint of difficult or near impossible or supposedly impossible cases. And therefore, being that, my case was kind of iffy whether they would approve me or deny me for unemployment, I decided to go with working with St. Jude. I mean, I could have easily worked with St. Joseph or maybe any other power, or there's probably a million other powers that I could have worked with, but I personally felt drawn to working with St. Jude, so I was like, let me just go that way. And again, I didn't work with this just once. I reused glass, and I put votives inside and continued to rework it and rework it and rework it. And eventually when I created this, when the idea came to me to actually make the Ace Up My Sleeve petition, I, again, put a candle inside the glass, burned it on top of my petition. I was actually getting ready to burn one more. And one thing that I sometimes do when I prepare candles for various things, sometimes I will actually let the candle in the glass sit in sunlight. If it's something I'm seeking to draw toward me, like blessings or something, into my life, I will let the candle sit in the sun for a few hours. Granted, sometimes the candle will melt a little bit, but that's all right, because it's in a glass. In this case, I actually had a green votive. You can see it melted a little bit, but it's still in there and is still very well burnable. And I had it ready for yet another petition for St. Jude when I was still unsure if I was going to get unemployment. But this time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn this green candle as a thank you to St. Jude for helping me out. So, that aside, especially with these short little candles, a lot of dollar stores carry these. Maybe some bodegas might as well, or some botanicas perhaps. With these, especially, it's easy to put little novena candles inside. Little votive candles inside to reuse the glass. And that said, if you ever find yourself in a position where you need to bring something into your life, but maybe it's a difficult case, maybe it's a little hard, or you need an edge, get that ace of spades out of the playing card deck. Have that ace up your sleeve, so to speak. And write your petition. You don't have to necessarily write it above and then below. I just kind of like the flow. It just felt like it resonated with me. Preferably, I suggest maybe using something that rhymes for when you state your intention on your ace. You don't have to, you can, but usually rhymes tend to, what's the word I'm looking for? Trigger the psyche. That's kind of what I wanted to say. So yeah, this is your magical tip. Try making an ace up your sleeve petition to have an edge over a situation where you need an edge. And when the work is done, you can do several things with this. You can either keep it, you can perhaps burn it to release it to the, to the universe, and maybe give an offering of thanks, or you can perhaps bury it and give an offering of thanks. Whatever you feel drawn to doing, I think, is the best thing to do. Some people will take this and they will leave it at the crossroads, something like this. You can do that as well. It's kind of like saying, I release the work to, the whatever place in the universe it belongs in. I take it to that place where the two worlds meet, where the world of the magical and the world of the physical meet. I turn this over to higher powers, and then maybe leave an offering as well. Those are just some suggestions what you might do. And so I guess that's pretty much, that's the extent of the tip I wanted to share with you for today. So I wanted to wish you blessed be an ashe. You all have an awesome day. You all stay awesome. And until our next exchange, keep thinking outside the box. Bye-bye for now.